Hello students, welcome back. Now we are going to discuss about regarding edge emitting LED. Okay, edge emitting LED. So already we discussed in previous class that LED structures. Okay, LED structures are of two types. So first one is surface emitting LED, second one is edge emitting LED. Okay, in surface emitting LED, the active region, okay, the active region which is able to produce the light, okay, incoherent light power, right? The active region which is perpendicular to the axis of fiber in surface emitting LED. Okay, now we are going to discuss about regarding edge emitting LED. Okay, so this figure shows edge emitting LED here. Fine. So it is having some parts here, right? So in this figure, the main part is here, okay, active region, okay, from which we can get the light, okay. In this surface edge emitting LED, from this active region we will get the light here, and the whatever the light which is coming from this active region, that is in terms of Lambertian pattern. Okay, this one is of Lambertian pattern here. Fine. So this one is of Lambertian pattern and it is having perpendicular and then parallel. Fine. Next, this one is of stripe contact here. Okay, that defines active area. Okay, stripe contact that defines the active area, right? So the main active area is here. From this we can get the light. Okay, this one is of active area. From this we can get the light from this LED, that is edge emitting LED. Okay, and next one, this one is of metallization contact. Okay, metallization contact, that is for electric contact. Okay, and second part is silica isolation layer, SiO2. Okay, silica isolation layer. And next one, here it is having double heterojunction layers. Okay, mostly we use double heterojunction layer, right? That one is of double heterojunction layer here, right? And this one is the beam of incoherent optical output beam. Okay, that is coming from the active region here, right? Next, and these two layers are of light guiding layers. Okay, that is for double heterojunction layers and that are of light guiding layers. Next, the middle one, okay, whatever the middle one, it is of substrate. Okay, this part is of substrate. Fine. And next one, last part is metallization. Okay, that is also for electrical contact. And last one, the bottom part, that is of, this part is of heat sink. Okay, so all these are the parts of regarding the edge emitting LED. So in this one, the main area is active region, which from which we can get the light, right? And that light is called as here incoherent optical output beam, right? That is having perpendicular and then parallel patterns are there, right? So that one is called as Lambertian pattern. Now we discuss about this edge emitting LED. So here the edge emitting LED having the active region, okay, the active region which is the source of the incoherent light. Okay, it consists of active region, it is the source of the incoherent light. Okay, from this LED we can get the incoherent light, hence it is called as the incoherent optical source, right? So we can say that it consists of active region and it is the source of the incoherent light and two guiding layers. Okay, just now we discussed the double heterojunction layers. So this part is of double heterojunction layers or light guiding layers, right? So from this active region we will get the light from this edge emitting LED. right? Now coming to this double heterojunction layers, okay, now coming to this double heterojunctions layers or light guiding layers, okay, that are having the refractive indexes which are lower than that of active region but higher than that of index of surrounding material, okay. The guiding layers both have refractive index which is lower than that of active region but higher than that of index of surrounding material, okay. That is regarding guiding layers. So in this LED, right, from this active region, okay, from this active region we are getting the light, and that is in terms of optical beam, okay. Just now we discussed that, right. From this active region we are getting the light, right, and that light is incoherent optical output beam, and that light is confined into a optical fiber, right. So here whatever the light coming from this LED, right, we are going to confine in the optical fiber. So to match this to match the optical fiber core diameter, okay, to match the fiber core diameter, the contact stripes that are having 50 to 70 micrometers, okay, to match fiber the core diameter of 50 to 100 micrometers, the contact stripes are of 50 to 70 micrometers wide, okay. Next, the length of active region usually ranges from 100 to 150 micrometers. The length of active region usually ranges from 100 to 150 micrometers. And next one, from this edge emitting LED we are getting the emission pattern, that is the light, okay. The emission pattern of the edge emitting LED is more directional than the surface emitting LED, okay. We are getting the light now from this edge emitting LED that is having some pattern, right, that is the emission pattern. The emission pattern of the edge emitting LED is more directional than the surface emitting LED, okay. Next, from this active region we are getting the light, and that is having the output beam here, right. So if you see here, so this beam is having both perpendicular then parallel beam width, okay, that is of half power beam width, okay. That can be either parallel and perpendicular. So if you see this perpendicular, right, perpendicular thing, that is having 120 degrees, okay. Parallel half power beam width is having 120 degrees, whereas the perpendicular half power beam width, that is small, which is a small value, that is of 25 degrees to 35 degrees. Parallel half power beam width is 120 degrees. Perpendicular half power beam width is, it is very small, that is having 25 degrees to 35 degrees. Next, the stripe of edge emitter allows a very high carrier injection densities, okay. The stripe of edge emitter allows a very high carrier injection densities for a given circuit, okay. For a given drive current, the stripe of edge emitter allows a very high carrier injection densities, okay. Hence, it is possible to couple a optical power of order of milliwatts into a low numerical aperture of multimode step index fiber, okay. We are having some fibers now, step index fiber and gate index fiber. So in this multimode step index fiber we can allow the light power, okay, from this edge emitting LED, because of it is having, it allows very high carrier junction injection densities. Hence we can allow the optical power in the low numerical aperture of multimode step index fibers, okay. and that is operating at high drive currents. Okay, so because of this reason, what is that? It allows very high carrier injection densities. Hence, we can allow it to multi-mode step index fiber with edge emitting LED operating at high drive currents. Okay, so from this one we can say that the emission pattern of the edge emitting LED is more directional than that of surface emitting LED, right? So that is regarding edge emitting LED. Okay, so okay, that is regarding edge emitting LED. Okay, then thank you all. Thank you.